Good morning, students. Today I would like to share this video. Actually, as you know, chapter 1, the living word, is going on. So, this video is based on topic characteristics of living things. This video is totally based on our today's online class. So, this is my request to all of you that please watch this video completely and write down the content of this video in your biology copy. First of all, life. What is life? Life is a unique complex organization of molecules that expresses itself through chemical reactions which lead to growth, development, responsiveness, adaptation, and reproduction. Now, what is living beings? The objects exhibiting growth, development, reproduction, respiration, responsiveness, and other characteristics of life are designated as living beings. Now, characteristics of living things. On the basis of these characteristics, you can easily segregate living things from non-living things. The characteristics are cellular structure, organization, energy, homeostasis, metabolism, growth, consciousness, healing and repair, disposal of waste, movements, variations, adaptations, reproduction, lifespan, and death. Each and every living organism must show these characteristics. Now, cellular structure. Our first characteristic is cellular structure. Each living being is a complex entity which is formed of one or more cells, and the cells are made up of protoplasm, popularly called as living matter. Now, organization. The living being has an organization. The living being consists of several components and subcomponents, as you can see in this flow chart. Few organelles collectively form cell. Few similar type of cells work together and form tissue. Few tissues of same kind form organ. Few organs collectively form organ system. Several organ systems collectively form organism, and group of organisms are called as population. Now, group of more type of population is called community, and group of more than one community is called ecosystem. In this ecosystem, they interact with their environment. Larger form of ecosystems are biomes and biosphere. Now, energy. Living beings constantly require energy. The source of energy is food. It is required by every cell of the body. Now, homeostasis. The living beings shows this unique feature. The living beings have a self-regulated system to adjust and maintain the environment. This phenomenon is called homeostasis. Now, metabolism. All organisms, whether unicellular, multicellular, plants, animals, fungi, or microbes, operate a network of thousands of chemical reactions. The sum total of all type of chemical reactions occurring in an individual due to specific interaction among different type of molecules in the interior of cell is called metabolism. All activities of an organism, including growth, movement, development, reproduction, etc. are due to metabolism. There are two types of metabolism. Number one, anabolism, and number two, catabolism. Now, anabolism includes all the building reactions to increase the mass of the organism, like photosynthesis, whereas catabolism, breakdown reactions are involved, such as respiration, digestion, etc. No non-living object show metabolism. Now, growth. Living organisms grow in mass and number. A multicellular organism increases its mass by cell division. In plants, growth continues throughout the life in their meristematic area, but in animals, growth occurs to a certain age. Whereas in unicellular organisms also grow by cell division. Living organisms show internal growth due to addition of material and formation of cell inside the body. Non-living organisms like mountains, boulders, crystals also grow, but due to addition of similar materials to their outer surface, and this is totally different from growth of living organism. Now, our next characteristic is consciousness. It is the awareness of the surroundings and responding to external stimuli. External stimuli may be physical, chemical, or biological. And as we had discussed in class 10th, plants also respond to stimuli like light, water, gravitation, pollution, etc. All living organisms, prokaryote to eukaryote, respond to different kind of stimuli. Human beings is only organism who is aware of himself. So consciousness becomes the defining property of living organisms. Our next characteristic is healing and repair. Living beings can repair and heal the broken and injured part. So this one is unique feature of living things. As you know, all living organisms show metabolism. So in response to different metabolic processes, generation of wastes are common. That generated wastes are regularly disposed of by living organisms. So disposal of waste is important characteristic of living organisms. Now, movements. Living beings shows movements of their parts. Some are able to move from one place to another place, and this phenomenon is called locomotion. Mostly living organisms can reproduce sexually, and the sexual reproduction creates variations. Living beings possess variation and have the ability to evolve with time. Adaptation is one of the unique characteristic of living organisms. An organism is considered best adapted to an environment when it possesses inherited traits that enhance its survival and ability to reproduce in the environment. Now, reproduction. As you know, it is the formation of new individuals of the similar kind. Reproduction is not essential for survival of the individual, but it is required for perpetuation of the population. It is of two types, sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, two parents are involved to produce more or less similar kind of individuals. whereas in asexual reproduction single parent is involved and individual is or offspring is copy of the parent. Asexual reproduction may occur by fission, fragmentation, regeneration, or vegetative propagation. In case of unicellular organisms, growth and reproduction are synonyms. They can grow through reproduction, or they can reproduce normally in response to growth. Many organisms like mule, sterile worker bee, infertile human couple do not reproduce. Therefore, reproduction is not an all-inclusive characteristic of living organism. However, no non-living object has the power to reproduce or replicate. Now, lifespan. The time duration between birth and death is called lifespan. Every living organism has a definite lifespan of birth, growth, maturity, senescence, and death. For example, mayfly 1 day, horse 60 years, elephant 60 to 90 years, human beings 100 year, parrot 140 year. So this is the unique feature of living beings. Now, death. The stoppage of various life activities by an organism is called death. In this video, we have discussed various types of or various characteristics of living things. So, again, I am saying this. Please write down all the contents of this video in your biology copy, and this is your homework for today. Goodbye.